the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Taking a look at the Hornets, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you, too.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Well, at least they haven't self-destructed. I mean, they're right there with all the other teams in the thick of the early playoff chase.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Aflalo. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Mills in at the one. And that one's good.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Outside, Walker. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Mills. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Thomas Robinson. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
They've really put themselves behind the eight ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Here's Walker. He kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to visit with Kurt Rambis.
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And thanks for that story, Doris. New York on D. It's a 5-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Shot's good by Walker.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Anthony kicks to Mills. Here's Porzingis. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Anthony can't hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Fowler. Excellent D there from Anthony.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And Mills kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Anthony. 2:05 on the clock. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Out to the right wing. And a wide open look for Freak. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's a Flalo penetrating. No luck.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Jefferson passing to Fowler. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Freak's got 6 points.
Man, he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
No doubt that's a difficult shot. You're talking 3 or 4 feet beyond the arc.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Right side a screen. Off the screen. And there's a follow. That's good on the assist by Mills. Flalo's got his second bucket tonight. Walker dishes to Freak. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Robinson, that's good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Flalo right side. Out to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from Mills. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will come the other way. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Man, that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Whiteside. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patty Mills. Lopez a screen. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
New York trailing. Rondo kicks to Flalo. And there's the pass to Anthony. He dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Flalo. Out left to the wing. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Jefferson. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Fowler to the middle. Puts it up from 12. It's deflected. They recover it. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Anthony. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So Anthony nails both of them. Rivers with it. The dish to Freak. And another 3 for Charlotte.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Knicks trail by 3. Outside Rondo. Pass to McDaniel. Back to Rondo. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Rondo's got his first points of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Fowler. And the 3-ball is good. Freak's got 14 points for the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Anthony against Batum. Pulls up on the wing, and again it's New York. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Rivers kicks to Kaminsky. Feeds it to Freak. Out to the wing. For three. The shot is off. And New York the other way now. Anthony with it. Picked up by Rivers. Passes to Rondo. New York moving the ball around. Caspi for three. The Hornets pull it in. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Freak. He's already got 14 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rondo passes to McDaniel. 14 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's now 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here's Freak. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
And also he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helps him make it happen.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here.
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling.
Both teams making substitutions here. Knicks trail by 4. Foul in a 2-guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Kaminsky. And it's Francis in at the 4-man position. So that's the Hornets 5.
That's his first personal foul.
For New York, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Hornets timeout call.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Here's Walker. He's got 8. He feeds it to Freak.
Being so soft.
Inside. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Francis. 5 to shoot. Walker with a clean look. Charlotte no good that time either. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors had a huge game. He finished with 36 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A performance like this is what we've come to expect during this great run of his. Will we get another one tonight, guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Pass to Porzingis. Lopez a screen. Dishes it to Carmelo. There's the screen. Anthony missing again. Charlotte leading by 4. And Walker kicks to Freak. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Hornets #1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Lopez a screen on Walker. Rondo dishes to Lopez.
And let's review some numbers for Kid Gilchrist. He's averaging 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Both free throws good from Lopez.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, it's still early in the season yet, but let's take a look at where the Hornets sit right now. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
And the first one drops.
All right, keep fighting. Keep fighting. All right, D up after this one, all right? Let's go.
And both free throws good from Freak. Knicks trail by 4. The pass to McDaniel. Here's Porzingis with his first shot attempt. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Kicks it to Freak. They set the screen. The feed to Kid Gilchrist. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And here's Anthony for 3. They get it back. Pass to Porzingis. Anthony against Kid Gilchrist. Anthony left side. Anthony missing again. Outside, Walker. Rondo with the steal. The shot no good. That'll do it for the first half. Hornets lead by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. One thing I liked, our passing, getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Hornets leading by 6. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And New York looking at who they've got. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Aflalo. And it's Mills in at the point guard. In the corner, Aflalo with it. And Jefferson sends it back.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The Hornets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Hornets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And Walker kicks to Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And now it's 27 points for Freak. Knicks trail by 13. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. Now the dish to Anthony. Poked away. Stolen by Walker. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Fowler. Another shot. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got his third basket of the night.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Anthony kicks to Whiteside. That's tipped.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
They set the pick. Aflalo dishes to Carmelo. And Aflalo kicks to Anthony. Whiteside, a screen on Walker. Just 5 on the clock. To end the run. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Here's Jefferson. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Jefferson's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. Freak, 3rd.
And, you know, 2 guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from 3-point range.
And, Greg, the key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Jefferson. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Batum passes to Jefferson. There's a screen by Robinson. There's the 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Mills. He has 7. Looking to end the drought. Caspi with the bucket.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Hornets leading by 15.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Feeds it to Freak. Jefferson dishes to Batum. Passes to Fowler. Out to the right wing. Outside Batum. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 15. Up top Mills. Defended by Jefferson. And Mills kicks to Whiteside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Pass to Freak. Jefferson inside. He's covered by Whiteside, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Aflalo, that's good. Aflalo's got 7 points.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rivers passes to Fowler. Left side Jefferson. And here's Aflalo. He has 7. Out to the right wing. There's a good screen. Mills dishes to Caspi. From deep Aflalo, it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky comes in for Al Jefferson. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Thomas Robinson. Lopez a screen. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
Lopez a screen on Batum. Here is Caspi. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Rondo. Moves back up, and the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from McDaniel.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yes, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Rajon Rondo. He's averaging 7 points a game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And some pretty good, certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Here's Caspi. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Here's Rivers. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Freak. Rebound by Caspi. Knicks trail by 10. McDaniel, the pass to Rondo. Over to the left wing. Now Caspi. To the paint. Wants to get it to Aflalo and does. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And Aflalo drops them both.
It's been a good night for Aflalo. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Knicks trail by 8. He feeds it to Rondo. The 10-footer. There's the bucket. Good. Rondo's got 7 points.
Timeout, Charlotte.
And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. In third, the Knicks.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality. And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quitting. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
The Knicks have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. The first free throw is good. Walker's checked in for the Hornets. And New York with a change here, too. Porzingis is checked in. And both free throws good for Caspi.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Rondo with it. 7 points in the game. Dishes to Caspi. 52 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Rondo. New York, no good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now here's Freak. He's got 29 points. Right wing. Kaminsky kicks to Holiday. And Freak throws it down hard.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Rondo kicks to Lopez. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Charlotte leading by 10. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Foul in at shooting guard. Jefferson is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Mills. Out to Anthony. There's the triple. And it's Freak with the rebound. Hornets leading by 10. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with Doris Burke to see how Nicholas Batum is doing. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Charlotte. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And for the team, they're going to have to make some major adjustments during his absence.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jefferson dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Foul. Can't hit. And New York the other way now. Anthony, the pass to Mills. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the wing right side. Here's Fowler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Robinson's checked in for Kaminsky. And Aflalo wide open. He shoots. And good. He nails it. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Walker kicks to Freak. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That free throw missing.
So far in the game for Anthony, he's got 13 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Hornets leading by 11.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
To the inside. Whiteside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Walker dishes to Freak. There's a screen by Robinson. Kid Gilchrist with it. Now guarded by Aflalo. The pass to Fowler. Robinson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Clock at 4. Now the feed to Jefferson. There's Walker with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Good on the shot. Whiteside's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks. Charlotte has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Walker the pass to Fowler. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And there's the 3-second violation.
He's just lifted.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Mills kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Porzingis. Right side a screen. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer, and it falls over the rim and in. 15 points for Carmelo Anthony. And here's Freak. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Knicks trail by 7. Mills dishes to Anthony. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Here's Jefferson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Hornets lead by 7.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Right side a screen. Clock at 6. The 3 from Afflalo, and it's blocked by Fowler. Tries again. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Walker. Here's Fowler. Good on the triple. Freaks got 43 points.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Anthony. Afflalo outside. Again, Afflalo missing.
He's not exactly striking them from deep.
Woo. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Anthony kicks to Mills. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Fowler.
Knicks foul. Kristaps Porzingis. That's his second personal foul.
So it's the Hornets now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Freaks got 47 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
The drive by Anthony. The open shot of Afflalo. And the Knicks miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Here's Robinson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Charlotte.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's McDaniel. Soft touch off the glass.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
As weird as this sounds, at this point, I gotta say yes. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you feel everything coming off your hands is going in. I got to that point tonight, and I hope I can find it again sometime soon.
Well done. Kevin, a young man always looking for more.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Boom, 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 boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.